Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Monday, and it is build day 82. Yes, I said build day 82 on the build schedule out at Villa FELIZ. I believe today we will be doing more concrete hollow block construction in the basement, followed by continued construction inside the septic tank, continued by additional completion, I hope today, of the stairs on the back of the house, and that's going to be a major feat. And I think most of that stuff will be done towards the end of the day, well, at least for the stairs. But the concrete hollow blocks, that's a big project, and it's going to take many days for that. So that being said, I also need to run into town. I did not run into town yesterday. Yesterday I was planning on taking it easy, running into town, doing a little bit of shopping, grabbing that part for the hose and grabbing some lunch, things like that. But we didn't have water yesterday until almost 2 o'clock. If you remember Saturday, we lost water at 4:55 in the morning, and we didn't really get water back again until almost 2 o'clock the following day. So I spent the end of Sunday washing clothes and things like that that I normally do early in the morning. But anyway, we have water again. So when I came home on Saturday, my neighbor got the point across that there was no water all day. And he told me with some gestures and all that there was a big boom at where the water pump is at. And I know big boom doesn't mean good things around here. Hence why we didn't have water until Sunday afternoon. I guess I had to replace the pump over there. But we had water last night and had water this morning, so that's a good thing. Anyway, let's get out to the job site and get the day started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning. How are you today? Oh, no toys this morning. One day it's eggplant. The next day is too big. The next day it's yeah, all kind of things. See you later. Bye. Have a good day. Magandang umaga. Morning. Morning. I am fine, thank you. Good morning, Michelle. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I am wonderful. It's Monday.
Yeah.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, the beginning of Friday.
And such is life. We didn't get water until about 1:30.
Yeah.
About 1:30.
No water.
You too?
Yeah.
Same with you?
Yeah.
Are you on that pump too?
No.
Or a different one?
Different pipe, but it's affected.
Oh, it affected everybody. Okay. Oh, I thought it was only our section across the street over there.
There's no water.
So we don't have.
Saturday morning.
Yeah, but you have a reserve tank, right? Don't you have a?
No, we have no.
You don't have a reserve tank?
No,
I thought you guys would have a
No,
reserve.
we have no reserve.
So, but you store water in
Yeah.
something, right? And I have a trash can, and I pour water, and I always get. So it's enough for me. It's okay. And it was just a short period of time. It was enough. It was enough for me for the amount of water I used up in my what I call my bucket of water. It's my trash can, and I was able to top it off real quick, and then the water went off again, and we didn't have water until yesterday afternoon. Yeah. I have to go into town today, so I'm going to grab something from town and I'll order from you tomorrow. Okay? All right, have a great day. Morning, Cal. How are you today? Hey, good morning. What? How come you're walking? How come you're not on your bike this morning?
I'm eating lomi.
You're eating lomi.
Yeah.
Who's?
Dennis.
Oh yeah, Dennis's place?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it good this morning?
Yeah. Bye, Dennis.
All right, see you guys. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Bye. the guys are actually doing a lot of work this morning. We got the crew that's on the concrete hollow block for the basement wall, and we have you didn't see them, we have a crew actually working on the rear steps. And I spoke with my contractor. My contractor was in earlier this morning. He was at the architectural convention on Saturday, and we were really lucky because he made several contacts while I was there, and two that come to the top of my mind right now has to do with waterproofing. He actually found a waterproofing vendor while he was there, and we're going to get a site visit by them to come out here and take a look at our waterproofing needs for the basement. And that company's technique has been established inside the Philippines for 30 years, the one that he spoke with. So they should have a good background on the requirements for doing waterproofing for the basement. I just let my contractor know that make sure that that company also provides dual type of waterproofing support. One being the one that you actually coat onto the actual concrete itself, and a waterproof membrane that goes on the outside like a waffle board, waffle sheet kind of a protective coating, so that the earth doesn't press up against the waterproofing on the concrete hollow block itself. So anyway, so he made contact with that company, and he also made contact with a reputable modular cabinet making firm, because we want to do the prefabricated modular cabinets inside the kitchen, as well as maybe like the closets inside the bedrooms, and possibly where the vanities are for the sinks and things like that inside the CRs and bathrooms. So he got a lot of good results from his trip to that convention on Saturday. And also my contractor said that the stairway team, the ones that were working on the stairway over the last few days, they're going to finish up the form support inside there. Anyway, I ran into one of the board members who's actually a resident out here in Tierra Maria, and he said there's going to be an impromptu setup meeting requested by the homeowners with the developer or the board. And these kind of meetings will come up from time to time, and it's based upon questions that the homeowners have, and it has anything to do with if there's a new service, or if there's, well, similar to when we had the fire prevention, we had the earthquake thing, and when you have a new security team that they hire and things like that. So he said that he would let me know, and there's going to be a meeting Tuesday. And I got to thinking, I've got like about a dozen requests for information on the channel here for people who are interested and even committal to purchasing properties over here. And as you know, there's a moratorium on sales over here, and it has to do with the marketing team. The marketing team is trying to sell to the developer that they shouldn't sell anything over here until they finish selling properties over on the other side. But that's the marketing team's strategy. That's not the developer's strategy, but he turned over all control to the marketing team. And again, on this channel alone, I know there's been a lot of you who sent me requests for information that they actually want to build over in this phase. So I think that meeting that they're going to be holding either on Tuesday or Wednesday for other things that the homeowners want to speak with the board about, I think that would be a good opportunity to bring up the question about when are they going to open up properties over here, because they're losing a lot of sales. I know a lot of people, they don't want to build over on the other side. They want it back over in this area because it's quieter, and it's further away from the main street, and there's actually some really nice lots over here. So if you are one of those, I will be your voice in that meeting, and if you would do me a favor, if you would send me an email or a private message that I can actually print out and I can present to those guys, because if I show them that there's enough interest, folks that are actually interested in purchasing lots over here and building, maybe they'll move up their date of that moratorium, and they'll actually open up these lots sooner. If the developer knows that he's losing all of these sales because of a failed marketing strategy, it might be the time to change your marketing strategy. So just let me know if you're interested in that, and I will be your voice in that meeting on Tuesday or Wednesday. So anyway, let's head off and get some shopping done in Lipa, and then be back out here because I think they're going to be doing, my contractor said they're going to be doing the pour this afternoon for those stairs in the back, and I definitely want to be here for that. So let's head and grab some groceries and stop by Ace and grab a bite to eat. So anyway, while I am here in the mall and it's the end of the month, I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of this time, and I'm gonna stop by Smart here and pay my Smart, my Wi-Fi device, my Smart Bro, and I'm gonna pay for that right now. Alright, so that was easy. I got my Smart Bro Wi-Fi bill taken care of, and now I need to go and I need to pay for my water bill. So let's go down to the SM Business Center and take care of that real quick. way, I can show you how they have some of the floor drains run. You remember behind the bedroom on the northeast section of the house, and there's a patio outside. And it's got two floor drains. There's one floor drain right over here on one corner, and the other floor drain is over here. So this is the pipe that's going to run through and make a connection to the other floor drain right here, and they'll go into like a P-trap here, and then it will go down, the drain that goes out, and will end up going into the wherever would make it go, either to the sewer or the cistern. And that's where all of our runoff is going to go, either the cistern or to the sewer. You can see how clean the electrical outlet box for the lighting, and it's flush right up to where the concrete is inside there. So that's going to make for an easy, nice, clean connection of the lighting fixture. So we are standing in the generator room.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the source of the generator.
That's right. That's right. This is my electrician again, and
We put outlet here.
there'll be the outlet there for. Well, this will be where the power for the generator goes right here. Right. Right. So this is like my electrician was just saying. This is where the generator, and it's going to be all the piping is going to be hid inside the concrete hollow block that goes across. And it goes into the floor, it goes from the floor over to where the patch panel is going to be over on the other side of the basement, which is going to be, I think, this guy right here, right? This one?
Yeah.
This guy right here. Well, one of the subscribers wanted to see what the inside of the septic tank looked like. This is kind of it's not quite finished, but it's close to finished. They still got to do some of the column work, but this is actually the primary digestive chamber. And you can't see so good in this one, you'll see it in the secondary, but in each corner, everything is sloped down to the center, so all of the sludge is going to actually be in the center, be down in the middle of the center, so when it needs servicing, they'll be able to do that. But you can see all the walls are already finished inside here. And let's go down, you can see better the slant on the secondary. And this is the secondary, and this is like a backup precautionary measure right here. We don't have the hole. There's going to be a hole that will pass from this one and the hole that goes through, and there'll be some pipe going through there. And that's how the liquid is going to move from that chamber to this chamber and then over to this chamber. But that's not installed yet. I don't know if you can see in the bottom, it had everything, it's like a pitch from higher on the outside, and it goes down to the lowest point in the very center. And again, that's for servicing when they come in and have to do a clean out. And this will be the leaching chamber. And you see the leaching chamber already is filled with the 3/4 rock in the bottom, and it's finished on the sides. Again, this is just going to be a pass-through. This is for some pipes that are for drainage from the sump inside the garage. Again, it comes through here, it's going to go through there, and then it will all be sealed up properly. But we're trying to utilize as much room and take advantage of the same amount of room as possible, so we don't have these things spread out all over the place. That's why we're using this path right here to go through to the cistern, which is the next one over. So being here in the basement, this is going to give you a good idea how deep we are into the ground. We're not really that deep, so hopefully we're not going to have that much of a problem, or no problem at all, with flooding, and we'll be able to evacuate any water properly with the proper perforated pipe around it, and everything going into the sewer system and into the cistern in the back. But we're standing right here in the basement. This is the wall of the basement. This right here, you see where the grass is? The grass is actually, that is ground level. So the wall is we're only going up about, again, I keep saying it, and that's about this height. And that is the only bit of the wall that is going to be buried underground for the basement. So it's sort of like only half buried. My new stairs. So you remember several weeks ago with the whole pressurized the booster tanks scenario, the fiasco that we had? Well, here's the replacement. It's still here. We haven't touched it. Again, it hasn't been touched. It was pressurized. It's disconnected from the water source, so we have no connection going into it. And we haven't turned it on, and it is still at 40 psi from like 3 weeks ago. So I think we're good there. I don't think we have to worry about any leaks with the PPR pipe right now, so I'm happy with that.
Ano, hindi ka nakatusok yan. Lalabas mo na ilalabas, ano?
Well, anyway, it is the end of the day. You didn't get to hear me babble on a lot today because I was doing other things, and I had to do the mall trip today and do some shopping. But I noticed that none of the columns got watered today, so I want to water them real good before I take off for the evening. We had some threats of some pretty heavy-looking clouds that went over, and some thunder, but not one drop of rain today. So, like I said, I'm going to work on these a little bit, and then I didn't even take my stuff out of the truck, so I don't have to pack up. Everything's packed up. But I will have to edit back in the apartment. I didn't get any editing done down here because I didn't work at all today in Bahay Kubo. Really not at all. So anyway, did you see the stairs are poured? That is one of the again, concrete pours are one of the most important, most exciting things for me here, because everything is built with concrete and steel reinforcement, and they did a great job of that. And they still got some of the support to work underneath the back. Even though they poured it, they have some support on it, and they have to work with additional support. You can tell the guys are washing right now because this is what just happened to my water. And then, but they worked all day, and they deserve to water more than I do. And I'll be patient and wait on them. So anyway, I'm gonna close for today. Oh, there we are. They remembered me. So I'm gonna close here. Tomorrow is gonna be build day 83. Build day 83 out here at Villa FELIZ. And tomorrow I think they're going to be finishing up on a lot of this formwork that they have here, and they'll probably leave the formwork on the stairs maybe one more day, and they'll start pulling stuff off there. But they also have to do, again, there's one more column support that has to be done, which is part of the septic tank in the back, and they will do the concrete hollow block that builds up underneath, so they can't remove any of the wood supports that they got underneath the stairs right now until they get all that done. So as you can see, we're actually in concrete hollow block. I don't know if you can see it around here, but that's what they're doing. They're slowly filling in the entire basement. So they're working on that, and they're going to do the outer wall first, and then they're going to do the 4-inch inside for the 10 inches that we're going to use for the basement wall. Again, you see, there's only about 1.5 meters that's going to be up against the ground pushing in, but that's okay. I would rather have more and not worry about cracks and fatigue and things like that than have too little. So anyway, let me close out today's video because my battery indicator said it is about to run out. I didn't charge the battery on the camera all day today. So until tomorrow, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Just click on that little My PI Dream down at the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you'll be notified whenever I update a new video. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful day.